The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the option. Fighting off the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by him.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Option look. It's Manning. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lacey. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Here's Arch to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Now facing a third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Lacey. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to fire. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. There's a creep. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Tons of room in the middle. The 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rebels offense is back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Stumbled to the ground.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hit as he throws. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Texas. Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The run inside. It's Lacey. They knock him down right there.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. The offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They kick it away on fourth down. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll keep it on second down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. With the catch, it's Miller. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds. At the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Steps away to find some room. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He might want another play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
214, go! 214, go! Bridge! Magic!
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's open things up with Louisiana Tech taking on the number 21 team, the Old Dominion Monarchs.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's Louisiana Tech able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has...
Going downfield for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Blue 85. Blue 80. Kill. 390, Twilight. 390, Twilight. Mustang.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Longhorns will hustle for the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Arch Madness. Bringing the heat. He's going to fire to the left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, man, and money down, you think about your tight ends being those guys that can work those high-percentage throws over the middle of the field, and you had some yardage, and, man, if he didn't just botch that one right in his hands, God, he's got to make that play.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Odom. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Black 14.
Might be calling a hot route.
886 bouncing.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Move up bigger.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Ole Miss 20, Texas 14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Rebels offense is back on the field. To the air on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff for Frazier. Strong, firm tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. To the defense, it was opportunistic. To the offense, it was catastrophic. A blown opportunity to score and take the lead.
And man, it's been a physical ball game, and I think you're starting to see the wear and tear on some of these ball carriers for this offense. They just don't seem like they've got the same ball security and the same desire to hold on and squeeze the football. I think at this point of the game, the defense better conditioned, and they just want it.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Can't get him to the ground. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolute shank. Missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Ole Miss 20, Texas 14.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him.
There's some room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Smothers.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. A run for the quarterback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. A quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Hand off for Brown. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To throw, Manning. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, they came into this game knowing they were going to get one-on-one opportunities deep down the field. It was just a matter of finding that matchup, and they did find it here late. Great throw, great decision, beautiful catch. That ties the game late, and now this extra point, if it goes through, gives them the lead.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 40, out of bounds at the... 39-yard line. That's a first down, and the clock is stopped.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win.